We are live and direct. Welcome to another episode of Wrestling Weekly Throwdown with DJ Delz and none other than Franchise Kicks. What's good, man?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Franchise Kicks here. Clint, I got a couple words for you that I learned on Monday night. Words of wisdom. Brock Lesnar ducks no man. Brock Lesnar ducks no monster. Suplex City, bitch. Mic drop.
What did you think about Raw?
Raw, it was better than Smackdown this week. I liked some of the matches better. The Battle Royal I thought was really good. How they actually threw in wrestlers that weren't like, all of Heath Slater's. Like they actually threw in some big name guys into the Royal, which made it interesting. So I was kind of happy about that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because most times whenever they do that, like a number one contender for the can't talk for the IC belt, it's people like Heath Slater and R-Truth and Goldust and Kurt Hawkins, but this time it was the freaking Hardys and Finn Balor. It was like, damn, because I thought for sure when I saw all those names, I'm like, it's going to be Balor because I want my boy to get pushed, or Jeff Hardy because there's been some speculations since WrestleMania that they're going to split up, not really split up the Hardys, but just have Jeff go more as a singles guy because that's kind of their plan. So I was like, I want to be shocked to see Jeff win this match to maybe kind of go like his singles route. And Jeff won. I was like, I'm not shocked, but I was happy that it was different. It wasn't a match full of 10 Heath Slaters going for the freaking chance.
I honestly was shocked that Jeff won. I was very happy as someone who's a fan of him, but I was stunned. I was like, in a good way, I was shocked in a good way. I was really happy to see that because, for one, he has so much great history with the company, but also it seems like maybe Matt will be able to do his own thing now, what we want to at the same time. I'm sure Vince wants another run with Jeff Hardy with the belt,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure in Vince's eyes, Jeff is the gold. As much as the Broken Universe is something that me and you love and tons of other people out there love, I just,
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Hi, honey. My wife just walked in the house and she's too scared to make an appearance on the podcast because she's camera shy, but she peeked around the corner. But
you know what was pretty awesome? Do you need a second or are you good?
Oh, no.
You know what was pretty awesome was that whole moment with the club and Finn Balor.
That was
I would have loved to seen the two sweet happen.
That was, because who was it? It was Gallows, the one who threw up the two sweet, and Finn was about to, like, you could see it. And because, we're all wanting to see some kind of the club in WWE, some form of the club. Because the club and Balor both need a push, and it's just another tease, with the freaking Broken Hardy tease, the club tease. It's just they give us just enough to drag us along. But and actually, I was on Twitter and Bubba Ray Dudley, he even talked about that, how the crowd it seemed like they didn't really pop much with the almost too sweet. Like the crowd just wasn't really into it. And Bubba was talking about how the crowd should have marked out completely because of that, and they didn't. And which I agreed, the crowd was a little different. I think it was in Memphis maybe. And there was a few spots that the crowd missed where they should have marked out beyond belief, and they didn't. But yeah, that club spot was
Yes, it was phenomenal. I think maybe there was just way too many casual fans there that don't know about, the history behind that whole set,
Yeah, maybe.
Because they didn't really go too crazy except for when we seen that whole Cena and Roman Reigns situation. then they went kind of nuts with that. And I know you want to speak about that, so just shoot. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I've got to shoot on this. I was probably one of the only ones who wasn't really impressed by it. I wasn't glorified by it. It seemed like, it seemed like a work. And I know on Twitter, a couple people said I was being hard on Roman Reigns because, I don't like him. But Dave Meltzer, if anybody knows who's watching this, knows who he is. He actually, he has a lot of insider scoops about stuff. And he posted, I think it was Twitter, maybe yesterday, that the entire thing was scripted word for word. It was a complete total work. Both guys went in completely with pre-approved shots from Vince, because some people were just all, the best promo of 2017, and people like me were like, it didn't seem genuine, it didn't seem real. It didn't seem like The Miz, who got backstage heat for going off script. Like that was legit. Like he caught crap because he went off script. But this, it was a work. It was fake. It was scripted. And Roman Reigns, whenever he tries to do a promo, at least me, he'll say a few words, pause, and then say something else.
Yeah, he does. It's like he has a delay in his brain.
He has to think what he memorized so he doesn't screw it up. And then the only part of the entire thing that was a work, or that was a shoot, was when Roman was about to get in his punch. I can't remember what it was, but he screwed it up, his memorized line. And John Cena said something about, you have to learn how to do promos because that's a part of this. I can't remember how John said it, but that was the only shoot in the entire promo. And that was the only one that I popped on myself and marked out for, because I could tell, because John was probably thinking, Roman, you don't have to think about every other word you say. If you screw it up, just go off script a little bit. Don't go full Miz, because you might get in some deep crap.
Oh, shoot. Look who's here. What the heck? I thought you weren't even going to be able to make it. You're here now.
I wasn't going to be able to, but I decided to just pop in anyway.
Okay, great. I'm glad you stopped in. Well, I shared the link with you, too. For people that are listening to the audio, we've got Nate Serpent arriving. I was just going to announce that he wasn't going to be able to make it today, but he's dropping in to say what's up. Are you going to be here for him the whole show, or are you just stopping in, or what's good, bro?
Yeah, I'll probably be here for the whole show.
Okay, cool. So we want to hear your take on it. I know the people want to hear what you got to say. We'll go back to the Battle Royal. How did you feel about that whole thing with Hardy winning? Did you see that happening? Were you shocked? We talked also about the Finn Balor moment with the club. Give us your vibe.
Well, as far as Jeff Hardy goes, surprised but not shocked, because, we all know. Look at you. We all know that, Jeff Hardy's eventually going to go on a singles run, so it wasn't like, oh my God, Jeff Hardy. So, we knew, us smart marks knew that this was coming.
That was me, by the way. I'll admit it. I was shocked. I know that it was coming, but I didn't know it was going to come right then and there. Pause,
You have to think like a mark to be a mark. But if you're not a mark, that doesn't mean you're wrong or bad. It just means, you're not as pathetic as me being a mark. So, but sorry, go ahead.
JR used to he used to tell them not to tell him the outcome so that he could have genuine reactions. So it's not bad to not know everything.
Oh, I was shocked. I popped. I was like, what? I was going crazy. My kid was watching with me. We were bugging out because my kids love brother. My daughter doesn't even call him Jeff Hardy. Calls him Brother Nero, because my daughter and me were watching Impact. Like, she was like all into the broken Matt Hardy and all that. I was like having so much fun with it. I was having my wife watch with me. I was like, you got to watch this, even though you don't like wrestling. Like, you got to watch this. It's a pisser, So everyone was watching, the whole fam. So my daughter's introduction to the Hardys was not, you know, the Hardy Boys, but Brother Nero and Broken Matt Hardy. That's what she calls Jeff, Brother Nero. Brother Nero won. It's pretty funny. So I guess we're up to date. We were talking about, actually, we got to hear your opinion now about John Cena and Roman Reigns, that whole promo. Any thoughts on it?
Well, I actually did go back and watch that on YouTube, and then I heard that that one line got cut out, of course, because it wasn't pre-approved. So
what line?
The line about when Roman forgot his line and was trying to remember, and John was like, "You gotta learn how to cut a promo. It's called a promo. You gotta learn how to do that if you're gonna be the big dog."
Yeah, that's what Clint was saying. How
the only real part of the entire thing.
The other part I liked was when he was. I'm trying to think now. When he was like, "That's why I'm here, because you're not doing what you're supposed to do." Basically saying that, you know, he is the chosen one. He is the next Cena. That's basically what he was kind of saying. Well, that's what I took it as. Is that what you guys took it as, Clint?
That Cena was saying that Roman was the...
He was saying the reason why he's here still is because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
He was saying something like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, how Cena said, "I do more for this company as a part-timer than what you ever will as a full-timer," and stuff like that.
He was talking about how, like, the title was a demotion when he had I think it was the U.S. title.
Yeah, which, for Roman, if you think back, he always carried it, like, behind his back. You know, it was almost like he didn't want it. It was a step down from his Universal, or, of course, WWE Championship, and we talked about that, how it just wasn't cool how he was making the belt seem lesser than what it was. You know, whenever John spent freaking 6 months trying to build it up, and AJ now is building it back up. But yeah, I mean, your original question, something about Cena and Roman, I think, whatever your question was, I'll just say yes.
No, I was going at Nate. You already answered, Clint. We got thrown off by you, Nate. Look what you're doing to us. We're glad you're here, though. All jokes aside, definitely a good surprise that you came through. So what did you think of the whole promo with Cena and Roman Reigns?
I think a lot of people are saying that this was Roman's best promo, which isn't saying much because it still wasn't good. Cena is one promo away from burying this guy permanently, I think. He's not about to be the golden child unless Cena plays nice at their pay-per-view match.
Just to refresh the viewers, guys, what was Roman Reigns saying to Cena? Like, as far as a shoot? Do you remember off top, anyone?
Well, everything was his all scripted crap, but basically, no one likes you, John Cena, and you're the golden child. You're always burying young talent. You know, the same stuff that The Miz has already said before, except better.
So basically, WWE is now using what's going on with Miz and all this momentum Miz is gathering from doing all these shoots, from even when he was messing with Daniel Bryan, poor Daniel Bryan, when he couldn't wrestle, and just, you know, really just putting it on him. And now he took it to Raw, and he's finally back at the momentum that he was at when he was at SmackDown, and then he lost the momentum when he went to Raw, and they tried doing all kinds of stupid stuff with The Miz, like have him like almost get a divorce with his wife, for Christ's sakes. It looks like it was going to finally bring him back to where he needs to be. And now the whole thing is now, okay, let's just do shoots now, or scripted shoots. We've seen it with John Cena. And also, what's up with Natty? Did you pick up when Natty did a shoot on Baron Corbin?
Oh, with the whole briefcase thing.
Yeah.
That was funny as hell.
I mean,
that wasn't.
It seems like Baron Corbin is just getting buried, right? Between John Cena and now Natty did that. I mean, that was out of nowhere. That was like an RKO right there.
RKO times 2.
Wasn't that out of nowhere? I was like, whoa. Like, that was such a low blow. I was so into it. I thought it was completely awesome.
Didn't Renee Young do that last week too in an interview?
Yes, she did. It seems like this is just the way they're going with it. You know, they're not going to do like the ultra violence and the blood, even though they've kind of been doing it with Brock and Braun. But now they're getting a little gritty with just hitting them where it can't, where it hurts. You know.
I think that's actually it's gonna lead up to him like going unhinged. That's probably the word they'll use because it sounds ridiculous. But I think that's where it's gonna end up going, where he just goes crazy and is like the skinny Braun Strowman.
Who, Baron Corbin?
Yeah.
The skinny Braun Strowman.
Like, I just can't take it no
That's actually
more.
pretty good.
Well, I mean, his whole gimmick before was the lone wolf, which is kind of that kind of image, would you say?
Well, I think that the whole lone wolf thing is like a too cool for school kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where he's just like,
I'm a loner, I'm a rebel.
I don't need friends.
He's like Pee Wee Herman almost.
And Braun doesn't even talk.
Before some of your times, guys that are watching.
Like, Braun doesn't talk, he just freaking destroys people. No conversation needed.
Braun is fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. Another
Braun's
week
the
of me
future.
enjoying him on TV. Lesnar's back on TV again. It looks like, Lesnar's going to be on TV a lot more, it's seeming like, or no? Does it seem like he's been on more?
Yeah, we've seen him more in the past 2 months than we have
ever.
Yeah, he's
for
been
the past, 5 years.
It's been a lot.
Mm-hmm. And now that guy from the UFC got in trouble.
John Jones.
Yes. I mean,
Yeah.
Who's he going to fight in UFC? I'm sure he's going to stay there more. Last week I predicted, remember the prediction I said last week? I'll say it again. I would not be surprised if Jones goes to WWE because from my understanding, he's barred for 4 years. That's what I'm hearing.
Possible 4-year suspension where he can't fight. I mean, he could fight outside of the U.S. for somebody else. Well, but he's under contract though, so probably not. So anyway, wrestling might be his only gig, which is very true.
Behind the scenes, WWE and UFC have a relationship, a pretty tight one. Because we have Ronda Rousey now. She's training with the Brian Kendrick over in Florida, from my understanding. So they'll be cooking something up for the next big pay-per-view, I would assume. And we'll see what the future is with that. What else do we want to speak about with Raw?
Let's see. We had a title change.
Oh yeah, we did. They closed out Raw with a women's match, and Sasha Banks lost the title.
She had it for what? Like 7 days, 8 days, and she lost it again.
Are they going to do the whole Charlotte thing, like how they were doing with Charlotte and Sasha, and they're going to just keep back and forth, back and forth? What do you see happening, Nate?
I think they're just going to go ahead with this Nia Jax feud finally.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. My fault. Yeah, so this feud is officially dead in the water with Sasha. Yeah. And I had a feeling that Nia Jax was going to do something in that ring. I felt like it was coming.
It's coming because Nia and Alexa Bliss are going to be on Total Divas now. So they're gonna push that feud for the TV ratings.
Oh, I see. Is that show on TV right now?
I think they're filming for like the next season or whatever.
Oh yeah, you're right, because I seen someone Snapchat. I think it was Lana's. I don't really follow too many of the divas on Snapchat. I do follow Lana though. So trying to think what else went down on Raw. The Battle Royal was fantastic, I thought. We had the women's match. We had that. We had the.
We had your boy Elias, and Heath Slater was doing his Elvis impression, which was probably the worst spot that I've seen in 6 months. It was freaking terrible.
Talk more about that. Set up that scene.
What was it? Elias was doing his song about Memphis, bashing the Memphis crowd, because that's his thing. And Jerry Lawler was filling in for Booker T on the.
Yeah, because he was over in Texas. Our prayers to everyone in Texas, by the way. you know, we definitely have you in our prayers.
And so Jerry, of course, he's born and raised in Memphis. He wrestled in that territory like his whole life. And so he stood up and started to have some words with him and Elias. And I thought Jerry was going to go down to the ring himself and slap him or do something. But no, he said, I can't remember how he set it up. But it was like, welcome to the ring from Southpaw Regional Wrestling. Let me look up his name. I looked it up. Pelvis Wesley. And no, are you freaking serious? So here comes Heath Slater with his chops on and the Elvis suit, shaking and jiving. It was freaking horrible. He jives down to the ring. He gets in the ring with Elias, and he's doing his, blue suede shoes, little Elvis
character.
Yeah, and it drug on for about a minute too long because Elias was doing some dancing back, which I was thinking, okay, take the guitar and honky tonk that man over the head. Come on, just do it. Of course, finally he attacked him, and thank God that little thing ended. It was terrible. I'm sorry, that was a horrible spot.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Jerry should have been the one who comes down to the ring and defended the people of Memphis, and just slap them or do something to him.
Well, I think WWE is terrified of Jerry doing anything after that whole scare with the heart attack in the ring.
Yeah. But I mean,
Jerry still does independent wrestling shows.
Yeah. He could still, he could still do stuff. It's just, you're true. Kind of told Daniel Bryant thing, how his doctors cleared him. WWE doctors did not clear him. And his doctors said that he has the brain of a college football player, which, after a couple tackles, you're going to have a few little hot spots where he can still play football if you wanted to, but, wrestling go hand in hand, but the WWE says no. So I think it's the same thing with kind of.
They just don't want no one to die in that ring again,
Just in case,
He's gone. He'll be gone when his contract's up.
He'll be in ROH or in New Japan, one of those two, guaranteed. Guarantee it.
So let's go to SmackDown now. What do you want to start off with SmackDown? It was an okay show, I thought. I liked Kevin Owens as the referee. I thought that was funny. When he he took the referee shirt off the guy, off the ref.
Yeah. Then he freaking pop-up powerbomb Sami Zayn.
And
that's what referees do.
1, 2, 3, like super duper quick. It's pretty funny.
Shelton Benjamin, I like that.
I thought for a second he was gonna turn on.
I thought he was too. He was too.
What's his name again? I'm sorry.
Shelton Benjamin.
No, the other dude.
Oh, Chad Gable.
Chad Gable, yes. I had a feeling he was gonna, because if you watched in the beginning, there was one point where he was trying to set up a tag or like a move or something with him, and he just tagged him and just didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's giving him. I felt like maybe he's giving him a little attitude, like, But then that was it. It was just a regular match. Shelton did his own finishing move, no team finisher, and that was it. Go ahead.
Honestly, the only thing I could think of is maybe Chad forgot the spot that was supposed to happen, and so. Like maybe there wasn't supposed to be something at that particular point and he thought there was. And so Shelton just decided to bring it in. Like, clearly you don't know what's going on.
Now, how funny would it be if the DNA was wrong and it somehow got mixed up and that dude was really Kurt Angle's father, son, whatever. Oh my goodness. That'd be so stupid. But, it's wrestling. I'm curious to see where this is going to go, but they just don't look good together. Shelton is so much bigger than him. So
yeah, he's pretty small. Him and Jason Jordan should have stood together. That's just, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. This whole thing with Kurt and Jason Jordan is so stupid. and
And
hopefully they do something, because it's just terrible.
And it's dead already. Like, the crowd doesn't care. Crowd doesn't pop for him. It's dead. You know, I mean, there's nowhere for it to go except for Jordan to turn on Kurt and then just end it.
It's almost getting as bad as Darren Young with the old crazy guy.
That was terrible. It's not as bad as that one though.
No, but it's gonna get there.
It's gonna get there.
It's slowly gonna get there. If they don't fix it, it will slowly get there, because he keeps losing. I mean, how are you supposed to put someone over if they're losing all the time? And at the Battle Royal, I was like, he's winning this Battle Royal. You guys didn't have that feeling at first?
Nah.
I had that feeling, because it made sense for him to win. If you really think about it, they're going to put Kurt Angle as his father, and he needs a big push. Why not have him win the Royal Rumble? That would have been the smart thing to do. Now, is it what I would like to see as far as a fan? Of course not. I would not want. I don't want to see him on TV. You know, Bong. I don't want to see him on TV. You know, it's like,
I think
God.
We want to see the club on TV. Damn it, we want to see Balor Club.
That. I hope that enough fans just keep tweeting away and get that going, because that would be fantastic. I really would love to see that. Also, I want to speak about Enzo Amore with his matches. We've seen him. He's got a new finisher. What did you guys think of his finisher? Did you catch that?
I don't remember what it even was.
It was kind of like he grabs him and then he like puts his foot up and his foot hits the like jaw almost like while landing down on the ground or something.
Like a weird jaw.
I guess it wasn't that spectacular if you don't remember it. So.
I don't remember it. But I do know, like on Raw, it was on Raw. His promo before he brought out what's the dude's Noam Dar. Like, the promo was weak. It was weak. And he introduced Dar, and it was so damn awkward, I thought.
Yeah, like why would you introduce who you're gonna wrestle? I thought that was stupid too.
It was a horrible promo. And right there, I pretty much just tuned out like that whole match. So honestly, I don't remember much about that match, because I think I went on Twitter and started to mess around on Twitter for the whole match. Because the promo was so damn bad.
Yeah, Twitter was lit that day. I was looking and reading everyone's, man. It was pretty lit. Let's get back to Smackdown. Anything else you guys want to speak about?
Xavier Woods is hurt.
Oh, really? I missed that.
His left knee, I think it was a house show. Sunday night, one of those nights. He was doing a tag team, and he landed. The tag team was with, I don't remember now, but they don't know how long he's going to be out yet. His left knee, possibly, they said it could be like 4 to 6 months. They're not sure. Like, if you saw him on SmackDown, he was wearing a knee brace, and then he had on his sign that said "It's sore." I guess to kind of play it off a little bit. But the dirt sheets were saying that they're not sure exactly how long that he might be out. But of course, what's good with the New Day is they just use the Freebird rule and just go with Kofi and Big E until his knees, good.
Actually, I saw that. So I watched the gaming channel Up Up Down Down, and they confirmed the injury as an MCL sprain.
I'll be right back. Keep talking, bro.
That shouldn't be that bad then if it's a sprain. So
they're saying maybe like 4 to 6 weeks minimum.
No, that's not very long.
Not too bad.
Yeah, because whenever I heard about it, it was, like I said, it was like on Monday, either Sunday or Monday when they said it could be up to 4 months because they weren't sure if it was a tear or whatever it was. But yeah, if it's a sprain, yeah, he'll be back in no time.
So speaking about injuries, let's bust a right real quick and go somewhere else and talk about this Triple Mania, correct?
It was the promotion's called a AAA.
AAA, yeah. And we had this crazy situation with Sexy Star, which a lot of us are familiar with Lucha Underground. And then we have Rosemary, who to me is a sensation on Global Force Wrestling, Impact, whatever the hell you want to call it.
with DK.
What exactly happened? Quinn, go ahead, break it down. I want you to break that down.
Well, I actually didn't watch the match live because I don't get anything to do with that AAA, but pretty much Sexy Star and Rosemary, I guess, have some history of beef that goes back. I actually researched it. And I couldn't find exactly what it was, but they obviously, in real life, they're not friends. So during the match, the match was good. Towards the end, Sexy Star put Rosemary into an armbar.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like a fake armbar. It was a UFC type of armbar where she pulled the damn arm down. The elbow went up. The elbow popped out of socket. And I guess the bone somewhere broke. And the ref was trying to get her to stop. Sexy Star would not stop. She kept cranking on the damn broken arm, kept cranking on it.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. The ref was trying to get her to stop. Reports said that Rosemary was screaming out, "My arm is broken. My arm is broken." And Sexy Star would not let go of the girl's damn arm. She finally did. I guess they went backstage. Vampiro, who I guess, I'm not sure. I think he might be the owner of AAA, or he's one of the people.
Well, I know he has a good relationship, I would assume, because he's an announcer for Lucha Underground.
Lucha.
Sexy Stars on Lucha Underground, so they definitely have a relationship, I would assume, some sort of, work relationship.
And so backstage, Vampiro wanted Sexy Star to apologize to Rosemary, to say, "I'm sorry, I broke your freaking arm, knocked your elbow out of place." And Rosemary, she refused to do it. She had excuses about it, and I guess the locker room blew up. One of the females there, I'm not sure who, I can't remember who it was, but it's some big chick, was going to kick Sexy Star's ass. So Sexy Star split the place, and she got out quick. And ever since then, there's been a lot of drama about this. Cody Rhodes has called her out. WrestleCade, they canceled. Sexy Star, and which is funny,
they brought
Rosemary took her spot now, which is awesome.
Rosemary will be there. Yeah. And I'm going to try to be there. Nate, you're going to try to get there too, right?
Yes, I got a buddy who's trying to come with me, so I'm trying to get up with him to figure it out. But
okay,
yeah, I definitely want to go.
I don't know if Clint's going. It's a little bit of a distance for Clint, but we'll definitely be there, the two of us. And it should be fun, man, regardless. I recommend going. I've been to the past two, and we'll see if I get there. But if not, I definitely recommend it. It's a great show. I think it was the right move to do, to let Sexy Star not become part of the show, and I think that no one's going to trust her anymore.
No.
I mean, with this whole thing that we love, pro wrestling, yes, it is fake, but people can get hurt really easily, and people put their trust in their opponents when they're in the ring, and to do something that savage, that shit is not cool. You know what I mean? It's entertainment. It's not supposed to be real. So she may have really hurt her career, where she's not going to be able to wrestle in a lot of countries, I would say, because a lot of countries aren't going to tolerate that. I don't know anyone in the United States that would mess with her anymore. Maybe she needs to go to UFC or some kind of combat sport or something. But I mean, that's crazy. I thought it was a work at first. Because I was watching the video, I didn't see no bones pop or this, that. And I was like, this got to be a work. They're going to set it up for something on Impact, or Global Force, whatever that – is it officially Global Force now? Because I haven't been watching anymore.
I haven't watched the show, but yeah.
The show is called Impact still, but the promotion is GFW.
Okay, so it's like Monday Night Raw or Smackdown.
Yeah.
The show is called Impact. The company's now Global Force. And Jeff Jarrett be making things happen, man. That dude pulls rabbits out of his hat, man. I've met him many times. He's a real nice guy. People got mixed opinions on him, but when I met him, he was very nice. Hopefully he will figure out how to fix things with the Hardy relationship, because we want everything to go well with the Hardys. We're big supporters of Matt and Jeff Hardy here on the show. But that's definitely terrible. I mean, when you start Cody Rhodes typing stuff and a lot of other people typing stuff on Twitter, you can tell it was real.
Yeah. Bubba Ray did.
There's no reason for them to push it.
Road Dogg did.
Road Dogg, yeah, he did too. A lot of guys
Really?
stepped up and said she's done. Like,
oh, she's
Road Dogg,
done.
yeah.
No one is working with
done.
that woman. No one's working with her. Yeah, it's a good thing she covers her face, you know. Even though you could just look on the internet and see her face, but at least she won't get as much heat in public by wrestling fans. I don't know why she even covers her face. She's not a bad looking woman, but whatever is whatever, man. That's foul. And Rosemary's dope, man. She's awesome. Her whole gimmick is crazy. Like she rides out nice with that gimmick. I kind of miss the whole faction with Abyss and Crazy Steve. And I don't know where the hell Crazy Steve is. I heard he was going to NXT.
Yeah, he signed with NXT around the same time that Bobby Roode did.
Really?
It was around the same time. So I'm not, or him, Eric Young, Bobby Roode, like they all signed around the same time within like a month or so. Mm-hmm. And Crazy Steve, I'm not sure. I haven't heard much about him for a long time.
And I talked to Crazy Steve. I actually did I didn't do an interview, but he did a promo for this channel right here. When I get a chance, I'll try to put a pop-up or just search DJ DELZ / Crazy Steve. He did this whole crazy, spooky promo, eyes rolling back and all types of shit. He got into character. I mean, it was fucking awesome. You know, it was really nice and cool. And that was at WrestleCade. So, you know, WrestleCade's cool, man. And once again, definitely try to get out there. But I wouldn't say it's exciting because no one wants to hear about anyone getting hurt, but that was definitely something we had to talk about right there. What else we have? Is there anything else in the news?
Well, they started airing the Mae Young Classic.
I haven't watched any of it. How is it?
I watched an episode and a half. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad at all.
I heard it is good. I heard it's good. Shout out to John Draper at Wrestling Soup. He was tweeting it was pretty good. Is there anyone you got your eye on as far as talent?
Well, it looks like they found their giant woman heel that they need, that Nia Jax is not.
And what's her name?
It's some German chick named Jazzy something or other. I can't pronounce the second part. She's giant.
Is she husky, like, you know, like, or just tall?
She's like really like muscle, like yeah.
China?
Not like no one's like China. But, somewhere along.
Let me find out they got a China.
They got the clone.
Holy moly! Rest in peace to China. Unbelievable. Yeah, China. I swore China was a man when I first seen China on TV. I thought she was a man. And then I remember my neighbor got the Playboy of China, and he was like, "I told you she's not a man." He showed the vagina, and I was like, "Still look like a man to me," you know. That was a big upgrade for Triple H.
Hey, hold on, hold on, just a minute. I'll be right back. Y'all keep talking. I'll be right back.
He's like, I gotta leave now.
you started talking about China's vagina and everything, and who's got to step out?
I mean, when you first saw China, maybe I'm alone, but I don't think I am. Some people thought she was a man at first.
When I first saw her, I questioned her sex. I wasn't sure. You know, because that damn jawline she had.
Yeah, she had a jaw on her. It was kind of like, remember Nicole Bass? Do you remember her too?
Who was it?
Nicole Bass.
Name sounds familiar.
Yeah, she was on wrestling for a little bit, and she used to be like one of them Howard Stern characters, like Beetlejuice.
I love Beetlejuice, man.
Yeah, he's like, I want to meet Beetlejuice.
That dude is awesome.
Yeah, that's like on my bucket list. I got to meet Beetlejuice. He's freaking awesome. I wonder how much it would cost to book Beetlejuice for like a birthday party or something. And just hang out with Beetlejuice to hear him just talking crap.
it probably wouldn't cost much.
I would like get like escorts just to hang out with him the whole night, like
$49.95
for him. Hey baby, hey baby. I can watch once in a while. I'll go binge watch Beetlejuice. If you haven't done that in a while, like or seen him, just binge watch him. And just search on YouTube Beetlejuice, and you'll have a field day, man. He's got some of the funniest videos, man. It's priceless. It's priceless stuff right there. Did you get my sneaker, by the way, yet or no?
I was actually gonna show that.
Oh shit!
Look at that.
Sweet.
Actually, video going up tonight of my unboxing and review of the greatest sneaker collab in the history of space and time.
Let me see the face. Let me see the baby Delz. You got to get that. Get
down?
that.
There you go.
There you go.
And I actually tried on the left shoe. And what was the Grid 9?
Well, yeah, that's a different shoe. Now, that's the Grid 9000. For people that don't know, that shoe I actually put together that released last week. And thank you, Clint, for supporting, brother. I appreciate it. You know I'd buy you a damn shoe if it came. When it comes out, it'll come out eventually. I have a feeling.
Blood. And like you can see that I did try it on because you see like the little creases and stuff there.
So what did you think of it? Because I know you weren't that pleased.
These, and there's actually a little bit of toe creasing right here. But
yeah.
This was more comfortable than the Grid. I can't remember Yoanti's what his was. It wasn't the Grid 9000 SD. I wasn't too impressed with the SD.
It's like a fusion of different Saucony original models.
But I really liked how this tongue separates on this one.
Oh, you got the nice little thing in there, man. You like that shoe, right?
The Angela Shoe Trees.
Shucks.
But yeah, I really liked how the tongue on the Grid 9000s, how the tongue separates. So people like me who have a oversized foot,
yeah, it gives you some give.
It gives me some give. I mean, yes, it's the tongue is a little bit to the side whenever I wear it, but I can wear it with a little bit of a fatter, wider kind of foot. But,
well, the thing is, what you do is you got to loosen the laces a little more so that the tongue levels in. You know, and the top is all neoprene, so it has some give. When you got to wear it out a bunch of times. That's why me and Hez Kicks really. I'm not saying those other guys don't dig Saucony, but we wear Saucony a lot. Me and Hez Kicks, like those are the shoes. The Grid 9000 and the Shadow 6000. Those are the ones to buy. Like for anyone that's into sneakers.
Do you think the sole of this will turn to a color of urine as time goes on, or will it stay kind of clear?
It's gonna turn into urine. Yeah.
The color of urine.
It will, yeah. But
that sucks.
I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? You got to wear them, or you keep them on ice. You know.
I mean, I've already worn the left one around, so I mean they're undead style because you can see like my I'm over 150 pounds, so you can see like the creasing, whatever.
Yeah.
I wore them around, but I plan on keeping these and figure out the right time to break them out to wear them in person. But
I would just recommend you wearing them when it's dry out. And it's just like treating like an icy sole like any other sneaker. I always recommend wearing icy bottoms when it's dry out. You don't want to wear them when it's damp and, you know, the dirt sticks onto them and everything. And it's a fun sneaker to wear. You know, I also picked that model because I thought the price point would be cheaper too. And I never mentioned that before. Because that shoe usually runs about anywhere from $80 to $100. And the Grid SD usually runs for about $140 to $160. So I wanted to pick that one because it would be a lower price point. So people could buy it and afford it. But actually, they charge the same price for every shoe.
Yeah. One good thing that I saw about this shoe was the quality, like no BS. The quality, I didn't find flaws. Like I didn't find excess glue. I didn't find loose stitching. I didn't find any type of scripts. Like everybody knows, if you watch my channel for Jordan Brand, I kind of bash them a little bit too much at times for their quality. And honestly, like the quality on these, like there's like like there's no flaws that stick out. Like man, that thing is like cut wrong. This,
yeah,
you know, like I don't see flaws. So I am impressed with the quality of Saucony. Just their QC looks to be much higher than Nike, a lot higher.
And another thing is with Nike, it's like, you know, they just make so many pairs. So you already know the quality control is not going to be as nice as a limited release like that. I mean, that's a pretty limited shoe, 100 pairs. It may not be worth no Yeezy or nothing like that, but it's still cool to have a shoe that only 100 pairs are made. You know, like it's pretty damn cool, man, to have that. You know, Andy's pair is nice. I like it. Everyone's pair was really nice. You know, I got none bad to say about anyone's pair. You know,
is this suede or nubuck?
Suede,
right?
That is suede.
Because suede and nubuck are so damn close in texture and everything. Like it can be hard to tell, like if it's suede or nubuck. At least for me, it is.
Yeah, well, it's not a problem, but the thing is with nubuck is some people get it confused when you have like a real nice quality nubuck. For instance, I know you have Sneakerhead in the bays.
Yeah.
You see how when you rub your finger on his, it changes.
Yeah.
Because that's super high quality nubuck. He picked a very nice nubuck, Sneakerhead in the bay. So when you wipe your finger there and you see that, some people get confused. Is that suede or is it nubuck? That's like grade A nubuck right there, which you don't see Jordan brand use or many companies use, except Saucony, New Balance, Puma, like those kind of brands will use it. So,
Ice back.
Nate will have his pair of shoes real soon. I have them here. Nate's been waiting 2.5 years since I did a trade with him. But it's awesome to see. You have my shoe. It's crazy, man. I have people taking pictures, people taking selfies, like with the shoe and the baby Delz. Like I have this girl, Shannon. She took a selfie of. Let me see if you kind of see it, but she took the selfie with the shoe today. She said she got it. So you know, it's cool to see people actually having the product. You know. It's pretty amazing stuff right there. Getting back to wrestling, do we have anything else to talk about? I feel like it's dead in the water now.
When's the next pay-per-view? Does anybody know?
2 weeks.
I have no idea. Is it 2 weeks or next week?
I think it's 2 weeks.
It ain't next week, I can tell you that much.
Oh, what happened with Jinder Mahal this week?
Tag team match. Jinder and Rusev
versus Randy Orton and
Shinsuke
Nakamura. And then next week, Shinsuke Nakamura will face Randy Orton. Whoever wins fights Jinder Mahal at the pay-per-view.
Yes.
Who's going to win that? Predictions. Let's go. Starting with you, Nate.
Shinsuke.
What about you, Clint?
I don't want to see Randy again facing Jinder, so I got to go Shinsuke.
We don't need that. We don't need that.
It makes no sense. Can you imagine Randy? Imagine another match with Randy.
Another Punjabi prison match, number 2. That's what I want to see.
We'll make the cage higher. Give me 1 second. Keep talking.
Put on 3 full cages, so like you can't see a damn thing the entire time with 3 cages.
They're gonna call it the Punjabi Asylum.
God. Ridiculous.
That was so dumb. Even Randy still makes fun of that.
Yeah, actually, I read him on Twitter. He was throwing shots about the Punjabi match just like a couple days ago.
Who was?
Randy
was.
Punjabi Part 3.
He wasn't too pleased with the first.
Oh no, there's 4 Punjabi. How many matches were there total?
Between those 2?
There was the one with Batista and the big giant. What the hell is his name?
Kali. Great Kali.
Yeah, so this would be part 3. This would be the 3rd Punjabi match, right? Or there was one before Batista and Kali?
I think that was the first one.
Yeah.
We don't want to see a Punjabi ever again. Ever again.
We'll see it.
Oh, hell no.
Give it 10 years. We'll see it again.
I got to shut my windows. I got some kind of noise outside.
Oh, there was 3 total.
Including the last one?
Yes, the last one. The first one was actually Undertaker versus Big Show in 2006.
I don't remember that one.
It was supposed to be Undertaker and Great Khali, but Khali was pulled out the match at the last moment. Yes, I did Google this. That's why I know all the details.
I don't remember that match at all.
I think that story was he wasn't cleared to fight, so that's why.
Probably something wrong with
Khali. I also heard there was a rumor that Khali was supposed to stay on WWE with this last run with the Punjabi cage match, and he wasn't able to pass his physical. I don't know if that's true or not, but he just wasn't healthy enough. I don't know why or what or how, but
because it was strange just seeing that one time at that pay-per-view, just a one-time thing, and then the dude's gone. It was kind of different, strange, Yeah,
it was weird.
I mean, he should have been at least on the next SmackDown, said a few words, wished Jinder like good luck for all of India, peace out or something,
If you notice when they won, though, Khali kept grabbing the belt.
Yeah, he grabbed the damn belt.
He kept raising the belt.
I know that too.
Oh, this guy's crazy. Like, I can see the Great Khali be a crazy dude, like straight up 730 nuts,
You don't get that big as an Indian person without having an issue. So that's probably why he can't get cleared.
Probably his knees are absolutely shot because most guys that are that tall, like their knees are gone by age 40. Like they can't even walk anymore.
It was pretty impressive how he climbed the cage, though. I gotta say,
I wouldn't say climbed the cage. He took like,
but he got up there a little bit, dude.
At least 2 steps.
2 steps up the cage.
Yeah, I would say 4 strong steps.
4
for him. I would have assumed maybe 1,
1, and he just falls back in the whole spot.
1.5.
He starts swatting up at his legs.
And then 1 leg back up, and that's it. It's a wrap. So I was personally impressed by it, So, well, I guess that's it, right? We don't got nothing else to talk about, do we?
It's not a big thing, but Twitter kind of blew up for about 2 minutes about how Tamina is the new Rusev.
Oh, we have to talk about it. Shout out to Say With Your Kicks. He had me laughing. He said that on Twitter. What the hell? Why don't they just put her back with Rusev? They're on the same brand, and Rusev needs her. She is a great mouthpiece, and now it's the Tamina thing.
So Lana, I guess her wrestling experiment, is done. So she's back to being a valet permanently, I wonder. I mean, because she's a trained wrestler, not a good trained wrestler, but she is trained, and it just seems like they cut her ring career kind of short.
She doesn't need to be in the ring. She doesn't have it. She does no charisma as far as her body movements. She doesn't have that. You know what I mean? Like, she's not smooth in the ring.
But she looks good in the ring now.
I don't know, man. And the outfit she was wearing with the
dress with a huge
she got like the old school like spandex from Flashdance and stuff like that. Like, it's
and
just
that's not sexy.
Not now, bro. Come on, it's 2017. Like, get with the pro. She needs to dress dope. Like, she needs to have the right outfit, and that's not the right outfit. Honestly, she is so talented as far as an actress. I mean, for her to be Russian and like not be Russian and be able to play that, like, we haven't seen nothing like that in a long time, in my opinion. Like, someone who could actually pull something off and be respected. Like, I respected her as a performer. I mean, she's hot as hell, but that's not why I enjoyed her. Like, yeah, she's nice to look at, but she's freaking ruthless when she get on there on the mic and she'd just be sitting there just killing shit on that microphone, you know, like a real evil, twisted woman, you know? It was fantastic. And now they're going to waste it on Tamina.
Tamina crush.
But Rusev is so talented. Like
fucking Tamina.
Rusev is that dude. To me, I love Rusev. You know, I don't get it. I don't get. My kid even loves Reese. One of my daughter's favorite wrestlers is Rusev. She even got the figure and all that. She loves Rusev. You know, like I don't understand what they did with Rusev, man. They need to just patch them back up together, but they're not going to do that. They're going to go with the whole Tamina thing. You know, I listened to Tamina's anthem, her music, because you know I'm big with that. I listen to the music. I noticed. You don't. Do you remember the music offhand? Can you even think what it is?
Tamina's? It's kind of like tribal or something.
It's something like that, but
like,
you hear in the music, it's like ta, me, nah.
It is.
Me, nah. But they don't do nothing. But she doesn't do nothing with it. But you would think, unless I'm tripping, which I know I'm not. Next time she goes on TV and you hear it, or go on YouTube, you could hear lightly, ta, me, nah. And even on the screen, it's kind of like split up, ta, me, nah. You would think she would do something with it to get the crowd going with it, or WWE would do something to get people to kind of get the audience going, because that puts wrestlers over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's not really, she walks in the ring bad. I mean, she looks badass. She looks like she'll give you a knuckle sandwich, you know what I mean? Right to your nose. She'll hit you right in the nose and make you cry, you tear and all that, you know? She's not like Nia Jax. Nia Jax, you want to just hug, you know what I mean? Like Nia Jax, I just want to hug her, you know, with big boobs and all that. Just hug her. That sounds sexist, but fuck it. Like, she's a big teddy bear. She looks so cute. Come on. Nia Jax don't look mean.
She would keep it warm, that's for sure.
She is not mean looking. Tamina look mean. Tamina look like she'll steal your food, like your plate. Like Tamina look like she'll go in your lunchroom, or even if you at like McDonald's or something, and she'll just grab your fucking plate, man. She'll grab your bag and just be like, "What?"
And knock your hat off your head while she's doing it.
She'll take the hat off your back, the hat on, right? She looks mean. But Nia Jax looks like, if you seen Nia Jax at the bar, you talk to her and start laughing with her, have a beer with her and just laugh. She look like someone friendly. No?
I bet.
She look friendly.
She'd be cool as shit. Just hang out with. I mean,
cool. Nia Jax looks like a cool chick. Cool. And even with the music, I'm not like it's a pop song. I do this every time. It's a pop song. You can't have a pop song if you're a heel. And they're changing everyone's music. Whose music they changed this week? The chick that looked hot on the beach, but then when she's not on the beach, she don't look that hot. What's her name?
Emma's changed completely.
Emma,
it's fucking.
I knew that's what you were talking about.
It's horrible. Her new music is horrible.
Nate, what'd you say?
I said I knew with that very vague description. That's who you were.
Yo, how come she look like a dime? She looks like a 10. She looks like a 10.5 on the beach. And then when she's not on the beach, she looks like an 8. I mean, she's still hot. But what's up with the water or something? Maybe she need to just walk in a bikini or something. Or they got the professional lighting or something. Because she's fired. When they put her in the beach, that Emelina stupid thing, she looked good. But then when she was in like a cop outfit or something this week. And she won too this week, correct?
Yeah, she beat Mickie James. Mickie
James is just like jobbing out.
She needs to go. She needs to go.
She's just trying. She's trying to help the new talent. What she is like when RVD came back, which broke my heart.
Yeah,
because I'm a huge.
I love.
That's top 5 for me. RVD, one of my favorite wrestlers.
He's like the coolest dude. Period.
I want to meet RVD, man. I met so many wrestlers. That's like the one wrestler I need to meet. You know what I mean? Besides him, I think I've met everyone. But like RVD's the man, you know. But when he came back, I was like, oh, they're gonna give him the title. Maybe they'll give him the Intercontinental. They didn't do none with him. They made him win like three to like 7 matches, and then they had him just working with the upcoming talent and jobbing out. So, and I hope they don't do that shit with Matt Hardy. Like now that Jeff, because Jeff will probably win the belt. Would you say Jeff is gonna win the belt?
I'd say yes.
What do you think?
I hope so. I hope so.
I think the first match there'll be interference. It'll be 3 against 2. You know, Matt will show up, and Jeff won't make it. They're gonna stretch this. See, I would have rather Matt Hardy have a feud with The Miz. That would be fantastic.
Could be some good promos.
I mean, can you imagine on the microphone the two of them? I mean, that would be amazing. Matt Hardy and Matt Hardy and The Miz would be magic.
And
I would think it would
all
be
scripted. Nothing scripted either, because both guys do their own without having been scripted. I mean, they don't need help. And I just love to see Matt be like, The Miz, I will eat you, then I will delete you. Oh, God. I would mark out for a moment.
They could be setting up a feud between the brothers by Jeff being successful and leaving Matt in the dust and then causing some kind of friction with that. Because I would like the broken gimmick to come back, kind of recycling the storyline. Because they have to do that for the casual fans that don't watch Impact. Because a lot of people don't watch Impact Wrestling. I know there's some people that are watching that love Impact. They're gonna be like, nah, that's not true. But I mean, there's people that do watch it, but it's not mainstream. They're on fucking Pop TV where you have the channels rising up and shit. I mean, it's better than not being on TV at all, right? I'm not dissing it. Shit, I'd love to be on Pop TV. Put me on Pop TV, sneaker show or something. I love that. Versus nothing, 0.
8 people get that channel.
You don't get Pop TV?
Nope.
What about you, Clint?
I do, but I don't watch it. Like, I watched it just whenever the Hardys started blowing up, because that's all I heard about was Broken Matt. So I checked it out for the first time in 10 years. And the Hardys left, I left. But what's good, I actually heard last week that Eli Drake, I guess, won their championship.
Yeah, Eli Drake is now the champion.
Because I like that
Eli
dude.
Drake.
I like that dude.
That dummy. Yeah. Dummy.
That dude is awesome. So I'm glad that he's getting a push, even though I don't watch it, but I'm glad he's getting a push.
Brodus Clay was working a lot with Eli Drake, and Brodus Clay isn't happy with the company, and he made an announcement that he's no longer going to be working with Global Force Wrestling because he's not happy with what they're doing over there. And he was great with Eli Drake. Those two worked fantastic together, man. They worked really good together. But until they're on a real TV show, like, they need to get on like Spike TV or something like in that nature, or just put the shit on YouTube. I mean, they put clips on YouTube as soon as the match goes down, it's on YouTube. I used to have them on notification on my phone, like you hit the bell, which I hope you guys do here if you're watching right now. Hit the thumbs up button right now. But the thing with them is they would upload like crazy in my phone. Ding, 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 ding. It sound like the end of a round. You know what I mean? It's just craziness. Always ring, ring, ring. But I like EC3. I think EC3 is fantastic too, man. Great talent. He's really a cool dude. I've met him a ton of times, interviewed him. He's fun, man. But we'll see what the future is. I feel like they really need to get on a bigger network. And I heard that Lucha Underground is having a hard time signing back up to El Rey Network. That's what I'm hearing. Have you heard about that?
I've heard a little bit, not a whole lot yet, which I know they haven't started shooting their next season yet. So
it's been a while since they haven't shot.
Because the contract thing is up in the air, so they probably won't shoot the next season until they have a for sure home. Which just do it on Netflix. Just have just do it on Netflix.
Word.
That's what they need to do. Just Netflix exclusive would be great.
Yeah.
And Netflix is always looking for new content. I mean, because people are like hooked on Netflix.
Oh, and actually, I was looking at their website, and Sexy Star profile is off of their website.
Really?
She's
on
not there
GW and GSW?
And
I mean GFW?
And Lucha.
Oh no, Lucha, my fault.
Sexy Star's profile has been removed. So I don't know if that means if maybe her contract was just up. I'm not sure. Or maybe if they've already kind of broken ties with her, but her profile is off of Lucha Underground. So kudos to them if they let her go, because that's what they should have done.
Yeah, they knew. They need to get her the hell out of here because she sucks. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, I never was a fan of her because I just felt like her name was so tacky. Like
Sexy Star. Yes.
My wife, honestly, just makes fun of me all the time for watching wrestling. I mean, she does your. I know your girl Nate doesn't watch wrestling. Does your girl watch wrestling, Clint?
No, she used to. She's tried.
But she just laughs. I mean, I feel like an ass watching it sometimes because she just laughs at me and laughs at me, and I think yours does too, Nate. Is she in the room listening to this?
Well, I got headphones on, but she's right over there.
Can she hear me or not?
Nah, she does make fun of me sometimes when I'm watching
that, maybe, or maybe you better not. That's why I said your girl and my girl probably get along well together, man. We'll have to have a hang out. We'll have a date one night, you know. But man, like that name is so tacky, Sexy Star. And then once I was watching, and my kids, they weren't. I don't let them watch Lucha Underground, but they heard that and they were like, "Daddy, what's that mean?" I'm like, I got to stop watching this. Like, that's one reason why I just stopped watching it, because of that. It's funny, but her name was terrible. It's such a stupid name, no?
It's really bad.
I mean, it's really a bad name. Like, out of all the names you could have been, like, that's just stupid. That's when you're embarrassed to watch the show.
Should have called herself, like, Dick Flip or something, you know? That would have been 10 times better.
Arm hater. The arm breaker. She must have thought she was what's the other guy who breaks the arms all the time? He's pretty kick ass on Lucha Underground. And his master is Vampiro.
Pentagon Jr. or Pentagon Dark?
Pentagon Jr. She pulled a Pentagon Jr. on his ass. On her ass. Pentagon Jr., you know how he'll break the arm and then he just goes on knees and prays and all that stuff? Pentagon Jr., he's badass, man.
It's a bad dude.
Yeah, man. Brian Cage, right? Is that his name, Brian Cage?
Yeah.
He's going to be out my way this Saturday. I may go check that out.
Doing what? Like a show?
You got an independent show out this way?
I would go, definitely. That's a huge man, too.
Yeah. I may check him out. I may try to get an interview with him because I'm gonna try to do that because I interviewed Willie Mack, and Willie Mack had some nice things to say. So I'm gonna approach him like, yo, I interviewed Willie Mack. He had good things to say about you. You know, can I get a quick interview? You know, because that's how I get all these interviews. I just start. It's like I just keep like connecting the dots. You know what I mean?
Name dropping.
I interviewed Willie Mack. Willie Mack was mad cool, you know, and he said it's one of his favorite people to wrestle was Cage. So, and Willie Mack, when I talked to Willie Mack, and that was like 3 months ago, he didn't even know about if he's gonna be what's going on with Lucha. He's like, I don't even know, man, right now. And he's a big star on that show.
Yeah,
because Willie Mack wrestles his ass off. He's like He's not a diesel dude, man, you know, but he moves like a diesel dude, you know. We're doing the flippity flops and all that shit.
Moves like your boy Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, we got to talk about Dolph Ziggler before we go. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What the heck is this gimmick? Is this just him fed up and that's it?
I don't know.
So
Ryback posted an image and spoke about him on his newest podcast. He said he got to catch up with him this weekend that passed, and he said that Dolph said he was coming back and he was just going to be himself. But I mean, this is clearly not himself. It's kind of just like him just being like, I'm sick and tired of everything. And then they were like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do when you enter the ring again? Remember they were asking him? He was like, oh, I can't give that away right now. Something in that nature. I don't know, man.
I have no idea what the direction is.
What I heard is that he's about to enter his final feud in WWE, and he might be leaving.
Do you know who the feud is?
Bobby Roode.
Ooh, I like that though. If it's done right.
No, I say hell no. We saw Shinsuke and Ziggler, and that hurt Shinsuke now for months. And I don't want to see Roode against Ziggler. No.
I think Ziggler needs to just get away from WWE for a good amount of time and maybe have a run in like 5 years. If he wants to wrestle, still go on the independent circuit, and he'll make tons of money on the independent circuit. He's got to have so much money already. He's been with the company for so long already. I think that's his best move. He could even go to Japan. He could go to Ring of Honor. If he went to Japan, come on, you don't think maybe he'd join like the Bullet Club and them guys?
He'd be Bullet Club guaranteed.
Yeah, man. He would work out good with those boys. Oh, yeah. With the Young Bucks too, they have a lot of humor, and Ziggler is I guess you could call him a comedian. He does live shit. No hate. I'm not trying to diss him. I've never seen his live act before, so he could be funny as shit, But I think he needs to go because if he's not happy, I just don't see him not being financially right now, where he can do other stuff, because he's not also like some flashy guy. I actually follow him on Twitter. He seems to just like old rock and roll, like Motley Crue and shit like that, and just likes to like do comedy and stuff. He doesn't seem to be like, he's not a flashy. I don't see him with Lamborghinis and all flashy and crazy jewelry and stuff like that. So
he ain't spending all that money.
Yeah, exactly. What are you eating, man? I'm hungry as hell. I see you eating over there.
Dinner. I'm multitasking. Look, I'm eating dinner.
Hey, at least the TV ain't on. The last 2 episodes, the TV was on like crazy. And I was like, if he comes back on the third show with this TV on, I'm going to have to say something, and I really don't want to. Like, dude, shut the freaking TV off. Just because when I put the audio on iTunes, it sounds terrible, man. It sounds horrible. And we got a lot of listeners on the iTunes, man. A lot of people listening to iTunes. I see someone tweet you a couple of weeks ago, franchise, that they just listened to it on iTunes. Maybe a month. Yeah.
I totally missed that tweet.
Yeah, you missed it. I totally missed it on iTunes, man. A lot of people, they always searching to listen to wrestling on iTunes, So, because I used to do the iTunes, it was just strictly sneakers, but I talk enough about sneakers. I'm tired of talking about damn sneakers. Shit.
I thought you were an addict for sneakers. That's what the little intro says.
Sneakers. And I'm now an addict of pop sneakers, as you can see. Do you see that? That's like 3 weeks, bro.
It's crazy.
I don't know, man. They're bringing a lot of joy to me when I go find the right ones I want.
I heard about your little issue.
What happened?
Your issue trying to buy the Star Wars ones.
Oh my God! All right, this is a great story. We're gonna put this on the show because this is funny. So let's take it back 2 months ago. My computer that I got at Best Buy, I always do this thing. It's called black tie insurance. You can drop the freaking computer off a 5-story building. Your dog can piss on it. You know, you could throw it in the tub, smack it with a sledgehammer, anything. You bring it back, as long as you say it's unintentional, they will replace your computer if they don't fix it. They can't fix it, they give you a new one. I've been doing this for over a decade with my computers. Usually you have 3 years to do it. I started off with like a $300 computer. Now the thing is, it's technology for technology. So technology always upgrades after 3 years especially. So you know the next time you go there with $300, you're going to get a better computer because they're going to have to match the technology, and they don't have that technology anymore. So now they're going to give you a $500 computer. Then the next time you go, they give you a $700 computer. Then they're going to give you a $1,000 computer. So that's where I was at, $1,000 computer, right? My computer finally broke 4 times. Now they tell me that's a lemon effect. The guy's like, oh, no problem. You're going to be able to get whatever computer you want, this, that, and the third. So I went there, they gave me an issue. Oh, we can't do that because the screen or this wasn't covered. So I was like, you are bugging right now. And I was like really tight. I was pissed off. And I got this guy dealing with me at first. And I was trying to be nice because he was like one of them happy-go-lucky guys, like real like, oh, okay, and that real soft-spoken and shit. So I was like, you can't yell at someone that's sweet, you know what I mean, as a sweetheart. So I'm just like, you know, the only time I'm gonna raise my, I'm gonna go with whatever energy someone gives me, I'm gonna give them back. So as long as you keep your composure, I'm gonna keep my composure. But so then so he couldn't do shit. I said, you better get your manager over here, man. I go, because you ain't gonna just give me this broken ass computer when I paid like $400 for insurance. So this big brolic motherfucker comes. He was like a big dude, man. I'm trying to think what he looked like. He looked like Debo. He was like, but he was a little shorter than Debo, and you know what I'm talking about, Debo from Friday?
Yeah.
And he didn't look like as gooned out, you know what I mean? But he was big. He was a big dude, and he's the manager. He looked like he could be a wrestler, for Christ's sakes. So he's like, what's the problem? So I'm like explaining what's the problem. I said, this guy's trying to tell me I don't have insurance anymore for this when I do. So he's looking at it. Oh, I gotta check something out. So then he tells me, I think we have the same exact computer, one, in our system that's somewhere hidden in the back of the room. So instead of giving me the better computer, tech for tech, they had the same computer that got lost that's sitting in the back room somewhere. So no lie, they kept me sitting there for an hour. So I got in his face. I was pissed off. I don't care how big you are. I was pissed. I said, you got to fucking take care of me, man. This is getting crazy now. Being for over an hour. You can't find the computer, so give me the better thing. And then finally he was like, all right, I got you. I go, why are you even trying to do all this? Like, what is your problem, man? I go, look at my history. Look how much money I've spent at Best Buy. And you're going to be a dickhead? Like, I called him a dickhead. I'm like, you're going to be a dickhead? So then he was like, I don't like the way you're talking to me, and you're making me uncomfortable with your hand movements. And I was telling him, I'm from New York. This is how I talk. I move my hands when I talk. He goes, but you acting like you want to fight. I said, if I want to fight, I'm going to go in your face. I'm not in your face, you know? So then he was like, all right. I go, it's a culture thing, man. I'm pissed off. I've been here for 1.5 hours, and I was pissed. So he was like, I got you. I'm going to take care of you. He called up some guy, and the guy, like, blessed me. I got a really dope computer. And this was, like, within, like, 3 months. So I go to Best Buy today. I'm like, let me see if they got that new Star Wars stuff, you know, because I like these pops now. So I'm like, let me see if they got the new Star Wars pops. I go to Best Buy because I'm like, I heard they got pops over at Best Buy. Best Buy ain't going to be too anal with the shit. They probably just throw out the new stuff, you know? It's not like Target where they have huge displays. Best Buy is all appliances, like electronics and computers and cameras. So I go in there. Who do I see as I'm looking at the pops?
Debo
walking like this. He was looking at me. So I'm like, what's up, man? I'm good. How are you? I said, I'm fantastic, I told him. So I'm looking at the stuff, and then I'm looking more and more. He walks back around. He sharks me. Walks around. I remember you. I said, yeah, I remember you too. I had an issue with my computer. He goes, yeah, man. He was like, how's that computer doing? I said, doing fantastic. So then I go and, he's walking. I find a whole bunch of the new Star Wars joints. I'm like, and they don't release till Force Friday. So I was like, I could do a real nice unboxing. And I want them, I want to give my kids some of them. And also I wanted some of them. I go to the line. The guy, bleeps it with the gun. Oh, this can't be sold. I'm like, what do you mean it can't be sold? The street date says September 1st. So who do I see in the corner of my eyes? I see Debo walking, and I'm like, my life is scripted, man. Am I living in the Truman Show? I swear sometimes I feel like I'm living in the – have you ever seen the Truman Show?
Yep.
I swear my life is the Truman Show, bro. This guy is right there. Of course you're right there, while this is going on. So I'm like, all right, maybe he'll do the right thing. I said, dude, what's going on here? Every time I come here, I can't get what I need and just go. I was like, that's why I used to like going to Best Buy. I could just go, grab my shit and go. And that was always the issue. So then he goes, I'm sorry, man. I can't sell it. I'll lose my job if I sell these things. Mind you, I had about maybe like 67 years worth of shit in my hands, man. So I'm like, all right, man. I didn't give him no hard time because, what are you going to do? He can't sell. I'm not going to argue over some stupid fucking pop figures. If it had to do with $1,000 computer, we got an issue, but some stupid figures, I was just like, but it was just so funny that he happened to be there. He remembered me. I remembered him. And then I walked out and he must have been like, man, me and this dude there's just something with me and this guy. Like, we just can't get along because it was just crazy. So that was my issue today. You seen that on Twitter. You read that.
Don't worry. When you go back to get him on the 1st, you're going to see Debo again.
Oh, I'm not going back over there. I just drove by there because I had to go get my eyes checked. I had to go get my eyes checked to see if I needed stronger contacts. And they dilated my freaking eyes. And then I didn't want them to dilate my eyes, but they did it anyway. They're like, don't worry, you'll be fine. We'll give you some sunglasses to wear. So they dilate my eyes, and I can't even look at my phone. I can't even read my phone. Meanwhile, I don't even know where the hell I am. So I'm trying to operate my phone to do the navigation. Thank God for Siri and everything. But I'm still trying to figure out what buttons to press because anything that's bright, I can't see well. And at first they gave me these stupid plastic glass, it was just like a lens to put over my head. I was like, you really expect me to drive like this with this lens on my? It was like foil almost to put on my head. I said, you got some shades or something? You got some cheap glasses or something like that? I go, I'm not trying to spend $100 on some sunglasses. So they're like, oh, we could give you free sunglasses since you bought some contacts. You bought a year's worth of contacts. So I'm thinking to myself, why the hell didn't you offer me that shit in the first place instead of giving me the rinky-dinky? Dude, I'm going to take a picture and post it on Instagram. You will piss yourself. I'll do it on Twitter, actually. You're going to piss yourself. It's literally like a film that you just put on your freaking nose. It's absurd, man. It's absurd. All right, enough with lifetimes of DJ Delz and his retardedness that's going on with myself. Let's plug. Go ahead, Nate.
You can find me on youtube.com/Nate Serpent. Also, Nate Serpent on all my social media. Also, twitch.tv/Nate Serpent. Go watch me play video games if you're into that kind of thing. And even if you're not, because I can use all the views that I can possibly get. Thank you very much. Next.
Clint.
Franchise Kicks. Check me out on YouTube, www.youtube.com/Franchise Kicks. Upload 3 to 4 times a week. I'm doing a giveaway at 20,000 subs. I'm less 200 subscribers away from that number. We're getting there slowly, so be on the lookout for that giveaway. Hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at Franchise Kicks. Next.
It's just straight up Franchise Kicks, right? No underscore?
Yeah. At Franchise Kicks.
Okay. All right, guys, really important, all right? My T-shirts are going on sale. This is one of them right here. They will be going on sale, 15% off with the code WORK. Some of the money that's being made for this tee will go to the Houston Food Bank for people that are in need with this hurricane. You'll get the T-shirt for under retail, and you'll be helping people out. So if there was ever a time you ever wanted to buy a Sneaker Addict T-shirt, it is Friday at noon, and I think it's going on for the whole weekend. ProWrestlingTees.com/DJ-DELZ, and the code is WORK. I think I have like 6, 7 different styles. So check out all the T-shirts, and it goes to a good cause. You know, it's a good way to donate. Or you don't even have to buy a T-shirt. You could just go to the Red Cross and donate, because there's a lot of people in need right now, man. It's really screwed up over in Texas. So I'm not just, you know, putting this out there to promote my tees. You could just go ahead and donate to Red Cross. But if you want to buy a T-shirt, proceeds will go there. So that's the perfect time for you to buy it, because it'll be under retail and you'll be helping people out. And subscribe to this channel. Please hit that thumbs up button. Share this. Tell people about it that like wrestling. We love hanging out, talking wrestling for an hour, hour and a half. And it's just great when we have as many viewers as possible, because it just makes things more fun. The more people that are watching, the merrier, you know? So share, and that's it for today's video. We love you guys. If you want to watch more of us, we got about 20 million episodes. I'll put a playlist. Oh, look at those shoes. They're gorgeous, aren't they? That's actually what he's giving away when he hits 20,000.
Full size run, 20,000 subs. You
Delz.
pick the size.
Show him the baby Delz, 20,000.
20,000 subs. You pick your size. You want 4 pairs? You'll get 4 pairs. What's up?
So yeah, we love you guys. Sharing is caring. Leave your comments too. Don't just watch and not leave a comment. And if you have any questions that you want us to answer, leave your questions. Maybe we'll do some Q&A. You know, this show, we want to evolve and just have fun. So whatever you guys have in mind, shoot away. Please check out these 2 guys, their YouTube channels. They're fantastic. And make sure, if you've never heard of the Sneaker Addict on YouTube, subscribe there too. All right? Much love. We'll see you next Wednesday, hopefully. Actually, you know what? We may change the date of the show permanently. I got to talk to you guys about that. But I don't know if that's for sure. It may start on Thursdays. So if you don't see us next Wednesday, it'll be Tuesday or Thursday. Make sure you hit the bell on the subscribe button so it will update you. But I'll be promoting it. We'll be promoting it on our Twitters. Much love. We out. Peace.